like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. So here comes Saul Alvarez, who weighed in at 151 pounds. He's 173 centimeters tall. And he'll be facing one of the best to ever do it, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
This is it. This is that fight.
So here comes Saul Canelo Alvarez. This back, so much hype. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just missed with that hook. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Perfect counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. Right. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Lift up the jump slip. Come on, switch on, get the butts and back together, and get back out there and do what you're doing. The gap's full there. You were thinking, can smile. Just get out there and let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good. You've been toasted for this entire fight.
Keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already. The right time's beautiful.
I want you to go back out there and take his confidence away.
Go up a little bit so we can't figure you out. Great work.
Here we go for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Oh, my word. Canelo just got a big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up. suck it up and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornerman now is down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Hold that thought! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Let's talk about Alvarez in that. Let's get it started in round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Catch and shoot. Counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Nice counter shot. Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Perfect counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan does. There's the bell for round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Punch, counter punch. Hold that thought! Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Alvarez in that one. Back into the fray here in round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. The pound-for-pound king, Canelo, is down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
So final 2 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Gotta wonder how. This is the beginning of round 6. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Straight right just misses. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. The size of an average man.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost... There's the bell to start round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hand.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know what.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, and he's out of there.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Not a lot of punch out, but there might be more action here. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Round 8, and we're off again. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out?
Oh, Johnny! Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a... Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.